Good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. Look where I am. You don't know where I am, do you? No. But I am at the Buffalo Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop in Buffalo Grove, California. No, Buffalo Grove, Illinois. Sipping out of my new mug. How cool is this one? It's me, too. It's totally me. They opened literally 1 minute ago and they brought us hot coffee. And when I say us, I'm not alone here. Hang on, let me switch this around a little bit. You've seen his comments. You've heard me mention his name. I am meeting him for the first time today too. Here's Steven.
Good morning.
This is live and it's got audio. Coffee. We're going to have our coffee first and then we'll wake up and then we'll talk to you a little bit more. No, we're going to have coffee. And do you get this? I can hold this mug in either hand and you can read it. There are certain rules about mugs that I have, and one of them is that you can read them from either side. So it is a gorgeous day here. We were just having a conversation about the green. It is so crazy green. And Steven, where you live is about 40 minutes from here?
Yes.
North of here. Northwest, almost, he said, on the Wisconsin border. And he said it's even more rural and more green and more beautiful. It's heaven here. If you look on my personal Facebook page, I did like I call it a phone dump. And I posted a bunch of odds and ends. I'm not really good at remembering to take pictures when I'm out and about, but I did take some photos. One of my favorite ones is of a menu of someplace I went out to eat where instead of calling it like Coca-Cola products or something like that, it just says pop. That's all, just pop, $2 or whatever it is. Yeah, we used to call it pop when I lived here, soda pop or just pop. That's what the menu says, pop. Okay, unless you're from the Midwest and moved away, that won't mean a lot to you. But for those of us who are displaced Midwesterners, it's pap. You know what I mean? It's pop. It's cool. And I went on a walk to a farmer's market yesterday, and I even took pictures. Indy, you'd be watching this one. I took pictures of houses that I just fell in love with. That, like, literally, if I could have that house, I think I would move to where it was cold sometimes. Oh. Opa, I hope you're feeling good. You got a special greeting from Opa. It says, "Hi, doll." He is a doll. We're having a great time. Turns out we're not politically on the same trail, but in every other way, this guy is awesome. He is exactly what I expected. And he brought me a present. What can I tell you? Yesterday was another amazing day on this amazing trip that I'm taking. Today, when I leave here, I am picking up my 91-year-old aunt, and I am meeting a 98-year-old friend and her daughter and son-in-law at a restaurant, at a deli, and I keep wanting to call it by the wrong name, so I'll tell you later where it was that I went. But I haven't seen them in years, and my aunt hasn't seen them in probably 20-some years. And when we leave there, I'm going to take her to rest for a little while. And then at 5 o'clock, we're going to Portillo's. Great hot dogs, great Italian beef, and the best chocolate cake on the planet. No kidding. We're going to Portillo's. Oh, and they have wonderful French fries too. But it's not about the food, my friends. It's about the people we're going to be with. My father had a best friend in high school, Georgie. And he and George stayed friends to death. I mean, they were friends forever. When my father and mother got married and George married Phyllis, the four of them did everything together. And I have pictures of them from I don't know, 80 years ago. They were so cute. George and my father have both passed on, but both Phyllis and my mother are 98 years old. And this evening, I'm going to meet with Phyllis and her daughters, or daughter, not sure if they'll both come in. And I literally haven't seen them in probably 60 years-ish, something like that. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of today. It's going to be awesome. Tomorrow night, my cousin's barbecuing skirt steak. I still haven't had whitefish. That's got to happen somehow in the next 48 hours before I leave. I got to find some whitefish. Maybe tomorrow for lunch. I'm lunching with some friends from elementary school. Yes, elementary school. And apparently whitefish is on the menu. We'll see. I'm not seeing a lot of masks out here, but it doesn't seem necessary. We're out in the air, It's yummy. What else did I want to tell you about here? I'm driving my cousin's car. I don't like driving other people's cars. I have to find out what kind of gas to put in it or I'll never make it the rest of the day. I know where the gas tank is because I'm smart enough to know that you look for the little arrow and whatever direction it's pointing, that's the side the gas tank is on. It's usually by the empty signal. Good place for it, don't you think? So Steven reminded me that today is merry-go-round day. My favorite merry-go-round of all time is not the fanciest, but it's right here in Illinois. I understand that the park I used to go to is not exactly the safest place in the world anymore, but it's Terminal Park across the street from Old Orchard Junior High School. I used to go ice skating there, and when I was a munchkin, my mommy and daddy would put me on the merry-go-round there, and I have great movies of the merry-go-round. Steven, you were born in California, but your mom is in Skokie. Did you live in Skokie?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I'm going to move closer to Steven because I want to talk about this. It's kind of like an interview, okay?
Sure.
Here we go. Like an interview. So how long did you live in Skokie?
Through high school.
Oh, that's right. You said you went to Niles East. Okay, so that's why whenever I mention something about Skokie, this guy knows exactly what I'm talking about. So do you remember what the name of Kittyland was?
Kittyland.
It was called Kittyland?
It was.
Oh, okay. Score one for me. I remembered the name Kittyland. Do you remember they used to have a fire truck? So
they'd come to your house, pick you up,
yes,
and bring you to the park.
Yes. And I remember when my little brother was 6 years old, my parents hired the fire truck to come pick up him and his friends and us and take us to Kittyland. And it broke down between our house, which was on Bronx near Dempster, near the
Skokie Swift.
Near the Skokie Swift. This is so good. He's just filling in all my blanks. And I remember I was in third grade at the time, and I still have it somewhere. I wrote a story called The Fire Engine That Broke Down. But somebody came and rescued us and took the kids to Kittyland, and we all had a great day anyway. But, oh, God, I loved it. You a swimmer?
Not in years, but yeah.
I'm not a water person, which is why I moved from the beach to the desert. I'm not a big water fan. There's a guy named John Sigmund who in 1940 decided he wanted to swim the Mississippi River. He swam for 89 hours. I can't swim for 89 seconds, right? 89 hours and 46 minutes, and I don't think he swam the length of the Mississippi River, but I can't imagine anyone swimming for that long. Too bad we didn't have him for the Olympics. Yeah. Apparently the Americans got some kind of medal.
Yes.
Is this so weird? The Olympics, there's nobody watching. Not half, but what is it? What did they say? 20% of the athletes are out with COVID. And now what they've done is they're not postponing baseball games.
No.
You read about that? I'm staying with my cousin who's a huge baseball fan. And can I put it on?
Sure.
This is Steven's. He came with his Sox hat. I'm a Sox fan. But apparently, if your players come down with COVID and you want to change the date of a game, you're out of luck. They said, yeah, you're sick. Sorry. You either play or you forfeit. Bam. That's tough. Speaking of red hats, like the socks, I want you to know it's Red Hat Day. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Ready? Ready? It's Red Shoe Day. And I have my red shoes on. Okay, I just wanted to prove that I really had my red shoes on because I wanted to make sure that you knew I wouldn't cheat you on that.
That's nice. Red Shoe Day.
Thank you.
Red Day.
Thank you.
Me?
What's your name?
I'm Home Alone Day.
You're Home Alone Day. He's wearing a Merry Christmas shirt. He's making me a little nervous right now. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Good morning. It's so much fun to be out here. It's like doing a live remote from where I am. It's awesome.
Look at it. Home Alone.
Oh, that's it. You're wearing a Home Alone Merry Christmas shirt. Now I get it.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Okay, now I get it. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Home Alone. That's this guy. Wait a minute. Here you go. Here, wait. Offline, check your connection. Oh, wait, I'm back. Hi. I won't do that again, I promise. I just moved my computer too far, I guess. So what else? It's Merry-Go-Round Day. It's Red Shoe Day. It's National Wine and Cheese Day. I'm not going to lie. My cousin's neighbors brought me over a fine bottle of Pinot Noir, and I have about this much left of it. That's it. And I'm saving it for tonight.
You asked me my name. My name was Al.
Al. His name's Al. Home Alone's guy's name is Al. Hi, Al. Whoops. I'm blowing everything away. It is also Hot Fudge Sundae Day. Maybe that's what we should have for breakfast.
Sounds good.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a hot fudge sundae. This is an ice cream place. Speaking of which, I went to an ice cream place yesterday in Lombard.
Yeah.
Lombard. It's the original rainbow ice cream cone place thing. The original, I guess, is in Chicago. This one is in Lombard, and I guess they have trucks that go around too. They don't scoop the ice cream. They slice the ice cream, and they give you this giant cone with a drip cup and like 7 different colors, flavors of ice cream on it. I didn't do that because I'm not into flavors. I went for a cup with a scoop of butter pecan and a scoop of black walnut. Both were good, but Indy, they weren't as good as yours. Yes, a cop did pull up behind us, but he's just like the guy who, like walks around to make sure that Steven isn't getting into trouble. That's all it's for. Promise.
So true.
It says I lost my connection, but I got it back, so we're okay. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, I'm sorry, but yesterday was Cousins Day, which blew me away since here I am with all my cousins. But the reason I came to Chicago on this trip was my very favorite Auntie Lou's 91st birthday. And guess what today is? It's Auntie's Day. Yeah, that's what it said. I mean, it fits, right? It's also Estelle Getty's birthday. I mean, she's not alive, but you know who Estelle Getty is, right? Do you know who Estelle Getty is?
Golden Girl.
Golden Girl. She was the mother. She was the old lady, was always there. It turns out that when she... No. B. Arthur was on the show. Estelle Getty played the mother. She's the one whose birthday is today. Yeah, I seriously, I could be one of the Golden Girls. It would be easy for me. But the most important... Well, there's a couple of important things that I missed. 1965... I don't know if you knew this already or you saw it in my notes. 1965 at the Newport Folk Festival in California, Bob Dylan, do you know what he did there?
Nope.
He went electric for the first time, and it totally changed rock and roll. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. That was it. It was today. But in 1965, I told you yesterday, 65 was an awesome year. It was an awesome year for music. I did not graduate in 65.
I was born.
You were born in 65? You're a baby, Al. You're just a baby. He's a baby wearing his Home Alone sweatshirt. What else? Puerto Rico became a U.S. Commonwealth in 1952. Now, why am I telling you that? Puerto Rico, my lovely island. That's not why. I'm telling you because, a gazillion years ago, I was hired to teach a balloon decorating seminar to the florists of Puerto Rico. Remember, I told you I used to do some gigs for FTD, and they would hire me to go around the world teaching balloon decorating. So they hired me to go to Puerto Rico and teach an all-day balloon decorating seminar to the florists there. And I, of course, said, I'll be happy to do that. Do they speak English? Because, it's Puerto Rico. They speak Spanish. And she said, oh, don't worry. Everybody speaks English there. I said, you're sure? She said, absolutely. I said, because I took Spanish in high school, but, hola, Isabel, ¿cómo estás? That was about the end of it, I thought. So I get to Puerto Rico, which, by the way, is gorgeous. And I'm up on the stage, and there are about, I don't know, maybe 300-400 people sitting in this big hall. And I've got all my supplies, and I'm going to teach these florists how to use balloons. But I like to warm up my audience and tell a joke or two, get them to be my friends. I was really funny. You have to believe me. I was giving them my best material. Nobody was laughing. There was literally, seriously, no one was even breaking a smile. And I realized, oh my God, these people have no idea what I'm saying. They don't even know I'm funny. One person in the back was kind of chuckling, and I pointed to that person and I said, you speak English, don't you? And she said, some. And I said, okay, great. I need your help. And I called her up on stage, and I taught an entire 8-hour seminar in Spanish with the help of a translator, because there were some words I just didn't know, but I knew a lot more Spanish than I thought I did. So yeah, when I hear Puerto Rico, I immediately start thinking in Spanish. All right, so listen, it goes like this. Hola, Isabel, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Bien, gracias. Oye, ¿quién es ese chico? Es un amigo mío. ¿Cómo se llama? Se llama Juan. Vení, te lo presento. Okay, so you get the idea. I have high school Spanish. That's it. But I have a great accent, don't I? So people think I speak foreign languages. I don't. I just have good accents. Most important thing I have to tell you today. 1955. My double was born. Do you know who my double is? She goes by just her first name. I could go with just my first name because.
Let me guess, Cher.
Oh, you're so close. Iman.
I'm so.
Yeah. If you don't know who Iman is, look her up because she's my body double. Yeah. She's my body double. I just hang out in this form so I can trick everyone else. All right. Time for the word art. You ready? I gave it to Steven in advance so he could think about it. And he said some really good things about it on what do I say, what do I do? But we'll talk about it a little bit. What it says is your adversary is your best teacher. So what I meant by that is don't discount people who don't agree with you or even those who insult you, because sometimes whatever it is they're saying, they're your guide. They're your teacher. You're going to get better because of that kind of stuff. There's a guy named Robert Emerson, just a person who is on a Facebook site that had my word art on it. And he said, when someone rubs you the wrong way, they're just polishing you. Hello, that's awesome. So you've had some time to think about this one. I'm going to turn this without knocking us off there. What do you think? You think that's true?
I do. Adversaries make you think. Adversaries make you change your plans. Adversaries make you scheme and plot.
Ah.
So it's always good to have an adversary in business, in life, just in general.
Keeps you on your toes. Some of you, like Indy, for instance, and Fran, that would be Steven's better half. Some of us are adversaries to keep you on your toes. Hi, Fran. I'm sorry you couldn't wake up and come join us, be here with us this morning, but you could be a really good adversary for Steven. And I know I can be a very good adversary for Indy, right? Right? Okay, wait. The one thing I skipped this morning was I didn't look to read comments. Henry, good to see you. You must not be working because you haven't. Oh, and it says it's been forever since I've been here. Henry, it's wonderful. You picked a perfect day to be here. Do you know Henry also?
I do know Henry. Hi, Henry.
And Opa,
Opa.
I read your comment so that Steven knew that you were good morning him. Yeah. Oh, kids, it's long enough, right? We gotta have breakfast. More coffee. Do you love my new mug? Coffee is a hug in a mug. Steven,
Yes.
it's so wonderful to have him join me here. Okay, so I'm gonna start having more guests because this is awesome.
Al.
Oh, and Al. Al, nice to meet you. All the people want you to know they enjoyed you thoroughly.
People love people.
These people who are watching us right now. Thanks, my friends, for being here. Here's a sip and a smile. Give them a good one.
There you go.
And
Oh, sorry.
a sip and a smile. And I will see you tomorrow morning still from Buffalo Grove, Illinois. Bye-bye, my friends. Get off there. There you go.
What kind of show were you